Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to May 24th. It's a Monday and the start of a new week. And as everybody knows, Monday can be quite a harrowing experience, the start of the week. So hang in there. Just thank God that there is only one Monday in the week. It's about 84 degrees today. It's kind of warm. I'm going to start my walk after this video presentation, so I figured I'd seek shelter under a shade tree, and it's very nice and cool under the shade tree, as everybody knows. Usually when you're under a shade tree, the temperature drops anywhere from 4 to 5 degrees at least, sometimes even higher. Determining the wind speed, the wind direction, can even make it seem even cooler. Right now, it is just cool, like an air conditioning, like someone had installed a cooling device in this area. That's what a shade tree can do, and as well as feed us the necessary oxygen to maintain our existence. If somebody came from another planet and they said, "What do you mean they're cutting down trees? Aren't trees what gives them oxygen and enables them to live?" Yes, that's true, but they need the wood to build stuff and make paper mache products and piatas, and they need those trees. Yeah, but what? Anyway, you get the point. In 1883, the Brooklyn Bridge was dedicated. The Brooklyn Bridge, that old saying, they don't make it like they used to make it. Holy cow, if you ever seen the Brooklyn Bridge, it's 138 years old today, and it was the chief architect was John August Roebling. Roebling was quite the bridge builder back in his day. He was responsible for the Verrazano Bridge, I believe, as well. I've walked over the Brooklyn Bridge. It's right over the Brooklyn Bridge from Manhattan, and then you're in Brooklyn. And at the base of the Brooklyn side of the Brooklyn Bridge is some of the best pizza in the United States. There's a pizza outlet there. Brooklyn Pizza, maybe, I can't remember what the exact name of it, but it's some of the finest pizza you'll ever have, right at the base of the Brooklyn side of the Brooklyn Bridge. And man, did they build bridges. If you ever get a chance and you like to read, there's many books on the Verrazano Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge, and how they constructed it, and how they had to get rid of people that lived in the pathway of the Brooklyn Bridge, or the Verrazano Bridge. In this case, they had to pay them off, move those homes out to make room for on and off ramps to the bridge. The people that lost, or the workers who lost their lives building these various bridges, the bends, they had to go deep down and set the foundation for these early bridges before they knew about the bends, where men would get terribly ill, if not perish, from the bends. And that's when you go too far down and the pressure increases on your system and you come up too quick and you're not properly insulated from the pressures. It does strange things to the blood vessels and the pressure in your own body relative to the pressure of the water and the depth. And just like when you go up in a plane, it needs to be pressurized. Well, it's the same theory when you go down deep in the ocean. They call it the bends. So it's very interesting reading if you get a chance. It's a page turner to see what these men and women did and how they spooled the cables and the foundations. And it's just a wonderful experience. In 1938, this gentleman by the name of Carl McGee of Oklahoma got a patent for the first coin-operated parking meter. And a lot of people, they make fun of parking meters and parking meter officers, meter maids. But I tell you, if there weren't parking meters or certain parking restrictions, you know better than anybody that people would never leave that area. Business would grind to a halt. Nobody would be able to visit any retail outfit. People would just basically park their vehicle in a spot, or in front of a building, in front of a store, in front of the beach, in front of anywhere, and just literally camp out and never leave. And that's why parking meters are so important. They enable people to keep the flow of traffic moving, to give somebody else a chance to shop or eat in that particular area. People get so upset, they say, oh, I just ran in to get my dry cleaning. I just ran in for a second. Well, you wouldn't rent a car. You wouldn't tell Hertz or Avis or Dollar Rent-A-Car, or you wouldn't say, well, I only need this car to take my grandmother to the Grandmothers Association benefit across town. I should be back in 20 minutes. They would say, get out of here. And it's the same thing with a parking space. Once you enter that metered parking space, you are renting that space, whether it's for 1 second or 10 seconds, 20 minutes, or 2 hours, whatever the limit is. That's what you hear most from people. I was only running in. Well, you took a chance. And sometimes you lose when you take a chance. Everybody knows that. Parking in a parking space with a meter and not paying is like playing roulette in a Las Vegas casino. You may make it, you may not. But people get very upset when they get parking tickets. Parking tickets is no problem. It doesn't go on your driving record. There's no points with a parking ticket. Moving violations are the only one that can affect your insurance, your license, and the points on your license. Parking citations don't affect your license. What's the big deal? You think you're going to live forever? Pay your parking ticket and go on with your day. Most people know when they get parking tickets. Oh, I didn't know. Well, that's why they have a sign for people that don't know. We don't expect everybody in the world to memorize the parking policies of each or different municipality or town. That's why there's signs. So you read the sign and it tells you what the signs is. Here in Austin, I don't park on the street because I'm afraid. You can hardly understand the signs. And then there's a sign with a picture of a tow truck with a hook and a car. It scares me, so I always park in a lot. I do not want to take the chance of having my vehicle towed. So our hats are off to Carl McGee of Oklahoma. 1938, first coin-operated parking meter. And in 1941, Bob Dylan was born. He's the Shakespeare of our time. They call him the Shakespeare of, he's 80 years old today. Bob Dylan, and everybody loves Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan loves Bob Dylan, and he's wonderful. He's got a lot of songs, a big career, and he's 80 years old. Who thought? We never thought Bob Dylan was going to get old, but he did, and he's 80 years old today. So our hats are off to Bob Dylan for 80 years old. Our hats are off to the Brooklyn Bridge for being 138. Is that it? 138 years old. And too bad all the bridges in the United States haven't lasted as well as the Brooklyn Bridge. Most of them are crumbling, cracking. They had to close the bridge in Interstate 40 in the middle of the country. I'm not even going to guess what state. They found a big crack, and they fired the guy who found the crack because they told him, well, you should have found that crack when you inspected the bridge last time. So they fired him after he finding the crack. So I don't know whether they fired him for finding the crack and making a big problem, or they fired him, you know. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. It's just one of those quagmires. Wherever there's people, there's trouble. I'll be on Kill Tony tonight from Antone's. Kill Tony, the podcast Kill Tony. I'll be a guest host tonight. So if you're interested, I think you'll find it interesting, to say the least. So have a great day, have a great Monday, keep up the good work, and stay cool wherever you are. Stay dry. It rained all last night. A little thunder, a little lightning, but now it looks like it's overcast. Little clouds in the sky. Could rain again. But just remember, it's just water. Water dries and doesn't leave a stain. Water dries and doesn't leave a stain. It's not like spilling red wine on your clothing. It doesn't matter. It's not going to leave a stain. It dries and it's like, it's no big deal. Oh, there's a car. It's lucky it didn't jump the curb and run me over.